Good morning on this Monday and Happy New Year. Dan Hardenberg coming to you from the Duke Sport Shop Studios, downtown Newberry. Hope your weekend went well. Ready now to take a look at your latest local news from around the region. It is your Newberry News Update here on M123 FM. In your local news this morning, one EUP school district has put a plan in place that will give students and staff members who are identified as close contacts to COVID-positive individuals the opportunity to test to stay in school rather than being forced into quarantine. The Pickford Public Schools Board of Education has approved a plan that will go into effect starting today as students and staff members return from the holiday break. Under the new plan, which is an optional test-to-stay strategy, students and staff members at Pickford Public Schools who are identified due to school-based contact tracing as a close contact to a COVID-positive individual and are symptom-free are now allowed to choose to participate in an optional test-to-stay strategy in order to remain in attendance at school. The test-to-stay plan is an option for school-based exposures only. If a close contact is not willing to follow the guidelines, they'll be required to quarantine from the school building, school activities for a period of 10 days from their last contact with a confirmed or suspected COVID-19 positive individual. Students and staff may continue to attend school through the test-to-stay program. Parents must submit written and informed consent for testing for COVID-19 and have it on file with the school district. Students and staff must be tested using a Binax Now rapid antigen test upon entry to the building for every day of their assigned test-to-stay period. Testing will take place with students and staff in the district central office. Students and staff are asked to enter through the south entrance and report directly to the office. Masks are required for entry for students and staff who are participating in the test-to-stay program. Students and staff will return to their vehicles for the duration of the antigen test and will be called with their results. Students and staff must receive a negative test result on their daily test. Students and staff who do receive a negative test will be cleared to stay at school for the remainder of the day. Those who do not test negative will be sent home. Also, students and staff must pass daily COVID-19 symptom checks. They must wear a clean disposable mask at all times while in the school during their test-to-stay period, except when eating or drinking. Students and staff should also make every effort to socially distance, clean any work surfaces or shared equipment on a daily basis. Students, as part of the program, may not ride to school on a bus during their test-to-stay period. They may use school-provided transportation home after receiving a negative result on the day of the test. The test-to-stay program in Pickford is the first program of its kind in the Eastern UP. The district is reminding the public that it's not an option for students or staff who test positive for COVID-19. Those who test positive may not enter any campus event or participate in extracurricular activities or athletics during the quarantine period. Any people with questions can contact the Pickford Public School System in Pickford. Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center is reminding the community that everyone 16 years of age or older are now eligible for a COVID-19 booster shot. If you got your initial doses of Pfizer or Moderna at least 6 months ago, you're now eligible for another dose. If you got your initial dose of Johnson & Johnson at least 2 months ago, you're also eligible for the next round of vaccines. Some people may prefer a different vaccine type for their booster. Mixing and matching is allowed as long as you are 18 plus. You can contact the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services by calling 211 or go to michigan.gov/COVID vaccine for a local vaccination site. Whitefish Township Community Schools is giving their community a new way to get closer to the latest on what's happening around the district. Whitefish Township Community Schools announcing that they have a brand new app available for smartphone users. Just go to your phone's app store and search WTCS. Download the Whitefish Township Community Schools app to stay connected. It'll have documents, event schedules, staff directories, school district alerts, news, and other information. The state of Michigan is urging schools to delay events or make them virtual as long as they are not deemed essential to help battle increased COVID numbers across the state. Michigan's Health and Education Departments on Thursday urging schools to postpone or make large gatherings, including sporting events, virtual if they are not essential. The recommendation is intended to keep schools open when classes resume this week after Christmas vacation. The recommendation was included in a letter to K-12 superintendents and charter school directors. Large events are classified as those that have at least 100 people and include athletic competitions, concerts, and district meetings, according to the Department of Health and Human Services and Department of Education. In a statement, the MDHHS advises modifications to planned activities during and after school, where the ability to maintain social distancing between people who live in different households cannot be maintained. In the statement from the two entities, they are citing an expected rise in infections caused by the highly contagious Omicron variant, and also many families around the state traveling during the holiday season. The top officials for each organization are also reinforcing the need to get vaccines, asking for universal masking and regular testing in all K-12 settings. At least one district has already switched to remote classes for the start of the new year. The Department of Natural Resources has given an update on its 2021 cougar sightings. The DNR has confirmed 10 cougar sightings in the past year, with the most being in Dickinson County, where 3 confirmed sightings took place. Lewis County also had a DNR confirmed cougar sighting in 2021. Other sightings included 2 in Marquette County, 1 in Baraga, 1 in Houghton, 1 in Delta, and 1 in Schoolcraft County. That is your latest local news this morning. It is your Newberry News Update here on M123 FM. Time now to check in with sports this morning. The Green Bay Packers have clinched the number 1 seed in the NFC for the upcoming NFL playoffs as they beat the Minnesota Vikings 37-10 on a cold night at Lambeau Field last night. Aaron Rodgers threw for 288 yards and 2 touchdowns. A.J. Dillon had a pair of scores on the ground. Packers held the Vikings to just 27 total yards rushing in the contest. With the win, the Packers are 13-3, 8-0 on the season at home, and they will be the number 1 team ranked in the playoff standings when they start in 2 weeks. Lions are on the other end of the spectrum. They get stomped by the Seattle Seahawks yesterday, 51-29. Seattle led it 31-7 at the half in a game that was never really in doubt. Russell Wilson with 4 TD passes, 3 of them to DK Metcalf. Rashad Penny runs for 170 yards. The Lions fall to 13-1 on the season. Also finished the year winless on the road. Lions have also guaranteed themselves a top 2 pick in next spring's NFL draft. Michigan State men held on to beat Northwestern in Big Ten Conference play yesterday, 73-67. The 10th-ranked Spartans are 13-2 on the season and now 2-0 in Big Ten play. Gabe Brown led the way with a team-high 20 points at 15 in the second half. Comes one game after scoring a career-high 24 on Wednesday against High Point. Your latest local weather forecast for the day today. Cold weather and snow expected as we make our way through the week. For your Monday, mostly sunny, a high in the mid-20s. Wind chill values, though, -5 to 5 above. Southwest winds, 5 to 15. For your Tuesday, cloudy skies, a high near 30. Wind chills in the single digits. South winds, 5 miles per hour. For your Wednesday, snow likely. Highs will be in the upper 20s. I'm Dan Harderbrook. This is your latest news, sports, and weather. Your Newberry News Update here on M123 FM.